Hello everyone, welcome to my first video about Assetto Corsa simulation. And yeah, it was a great race that I had with low fuel motorsport website, and this is with the Mazda MX-5. This was so amazing that I wanted to just make a video out of it and just to share my experience. So this is the second week that I am racing with this simulator again after a break of almost 15 years. And I just got a Thrustmaster T300 RS GT, and then I have also just some basic setup here. I'm racing with a TV, a 65 inches LG, and yeah, that's all. So I didn't have to invest much money. The TV I already had at home, so it was easy going. So I just bought the wheel in used condition, but it was without any problem, so I'm just enjoying this. And I started racing on the first Liga that I could find, where I could also yeah, just race in a way in which I don't have any problems with people just crashing out and these kind of things. Without regulations, it's always difficult. So from this league, I like the fact that it's there are penalties, so you cannot just go in the inside and just crash the other one and take them out. So on the qualifying on this race, this was my second week playing this, and this is Watkins Glen racetrack, and it's amazing. It's a very nice racetrack. I didn't knew about this racetrack. I like cars and everything, but this is like a very old Formula 1 track that I heard sometime, but I never had a chance with any simulator to play. So it's really cool the way it's done. And actually on the qualifying, it was pretty good for me. I got the second position. I should have done better lap time and get the pole position, but there was a crash in front of me on my best lap, and yeah, I had to avoid that one. But still, I was now I got again to the first position. I was thinking, okay, this race I will get it. It will be not so complicated. But okay, now I'm just fast forwarding a little because I don't want to bother you. But yeah, sometimes you think that you have everything under control and it's everything fun, but yeah, I didn't have so much experience. As I said, it was my first day playing with this track on this circuit. So yeah, I had a lot of things to learn. My lap times are still off the real pace on from the better players. So in this case, yeah, I just missed the apex. I had a problem here with the curve, which it makes very easy to make such a spin. And then when I rejoined, I was in 7th position. So yeah, now I thought, okay, now it's all gone, but I will just try to finish as best as possible. The car was not damaged, so that was good. And yeah, never give up. This is the motto, you know. So yeah, I have this car in front, so if I get top 5, I thought it was already good. It's also nice that in the low fuel motorsports website you have also statistics, and one of them it's like percentage of positions in top 5 or in top 10 on the podium. So it's like yeah, you have to think about these small things and think, okay, if I can get to a 5th place, then at least I will have better stats as before, and yeah, just to be clean, because also of this safety rating that it has integrated. So trying to not touch the other ones when you overtake, and just to be as good as possible with these things. In the middle of the screen, when I have a car which is very close to me, it will appear a radar, which is very useful for this kind of races, because then I don't need to look at the mirrors left or right. I just look the one on the back. Yeah. and I'm still struggling in some of the corners to apply the power and don't get some spin on the back train. So it will take a little time until I get to this one, but at the same time I'm looking that there's a yellow car coming too. So all these racers that you see here, they're all guys who are the same boat as me. They have also their wheels, their setup, and they want to be the best and champions. So I try to be aware of this and don't think, okay, I'm the best because I could have done the pole position or whatever. So it's always difficult to be sure that you're not going to make a spin. So in a race you don't go 100%. Actually, it's like you try to do like 95 or something percent or 90. You are not in hot lap mode. The car has also a different behavior depending on the fuel. So in this case I calculate the fuel for lasting the 10 laps that I think I will do, or 9, maybe 9, I don't know, it depends. So yeah, you have to calculate everything with this game because it's very realistic, and yeah, it has very nice feeling also with the force feedback. It transmits all the characteristics of the car, or what you feel on the asphalt, the curves. Even flat spots you can also detect on the tires when you brake too much. I'm not using ABS, and as you see, it's kind of, I like drifting, but actually I don't. It was not on purpose. I tried not to drift. I tried to be as smooth as possible to keep the speed. Here it was very complicated to keep the line with that car there. But yeah, the damage model, although it's put as realistic, it's not so realistic, but because in real world scenario, there I would just have a crash, which maybe would put me out of the race, maybe some damage on the wheels and stuff. This is not so realistic, and that case is something that I would really like to be more realistic. So if I make this error, then in that case I would have braked even more if the realistic damage was much more. And I didn't, because I know that I can get a better position, or I lose not so much time if I just keep the gas and just use the barrier on the left to stop me to go more out. So yeah, this is something that maybe in some simulator in the future then it's better. I didn't try Assetto Corsa Competizione yet. I'm waiting for some kind of better price, because it's quite expensive for the Ultimate Edition, like more than $30, so it's maybe too much. I just to get some special price. So now finally from my 7th position, I know there were a couple of spins there, so I think 3 cars were already passed, so I should be in the 4th position. So here I have the 2nd position very close to me. The first one is far away, so it's out of question for the rest of the race. Unfortunately, in the replay you don't see here the position where I am. I don't know why, but it just doesn't show for the replay. But I can tell you I am now in 4th place. So this guy, number 24, this will be a protagonist of the whole race. So here we have our first encounter. I'm trying to, after taking the last corner better than him, I'm just trying to keep the position and win in this corner. But the car goes kind of sideways and I lose momentum, and he does very good on trying to keep himself on position, and after some small touch he is already with some bumper in front of me. Still, I am somebody who doesn't like to be bossed, so I will continue trying to keep my position, and I know that the next corner is on the right, so he will have the better flow into it. So let's see if I can brake a little later and keep the position, because after that this left corner is very Yeah, it's very good to keep the position from the left, but still he just touched me when I'm recovering, and yeah, I think, okay, guy, you are making my life hard, okay, but it's at the other side. After watching the replay, I see it's also my fault, because I had this small spin, but still the way he overtook me in that moment, he could have chosen a narrower line, so that was not nice from him. I didn't like it, and yeah, I will try just to pass him. I am not intended here to cannon myself like a bullet on somebody. So let's see how does this develop. It depends. Also, I have to be calm and try to go step by step. The race is still long, and I have a lot of time to recover here. So as you see, he makes some mistake there, so I am already right on the back of him again. And the good thing is that the guy on second, he's not taking much more time from all this I say hi buddy from all this fight between us, so he's actually not so fast. I think from here we two are faster than him, because if we are fighting and still keeping this distance, means okay, we are for the second place here. So okay, me again. Now I do the overtook in a better way. I have a better exit of the corner, and now I think, okay, let's go for the second place. But still, this guy will try to use my slipstream from the back and just come back to me. So I need to keep the right side for the next corner. So yeah, in this case I just stay on the left. Because I see that the distance is not so much, but as the faster you go, the closer it gets. So yeah, I could keep it this time, and I think, okay, let's just try to focus on the second position. So yeah, let's see if I can manage it. So this was a race, the race in which I sweat the most from this last week that I was playing. So I think this constant pressure from the back and all this fight, it makes from the head a lot of extra work, and yeah, I was sweating a lot trying to get to the front. So now I'm trying to still defend myself, so it's difficult to find a balance between defending myself and at the same time gain some time on the second position. So that's what I mean, that the guy on front, he's not so strong, because yeah, you see here he left the door open for me, so I could just get there. This guy here on the front, he is somebody who we are going to lap. So it's not somebody fighting for position, and he should just stay out of the line. So let's see if he does this. At the same time, it's kind of distracting, so the last corner was not so nice from my side, and I have here somebody again coming on the right side, and yeah, he is the guy who we were talking before. He came back. And yeah, so he went a little wide there, so I'm trying to just pull my bumper on this side, and this time he leaves some space, so this is fine from him. And remember, we are actually here lapping this guy on yellow. He should just get out of here. This has some deja vu with a move from Hakkinen on Michael Schumacher in Spa. I remember in Formula 1, and yeah, somehow I could manage to get in between both of them and still make the corner. So it was amazing for me, this maneuver here to just went through without any problem. So yeah, very proud of this. Okay, now actually there are not so many laps to finish. I think it's like we are 3 laps up to the end. It's a 20-minute race, so it's not exactly on laps, but taking into consideration that each lap is like 2 minutes 10 seconds, yeah, should be like 3 laps until the end. So now my focus is try to make a little distance with the guy behind, and just keep focus and try to be clean and not make any stupid mistake. So this is difficult for me actually, because I am doing a lot of stupid mistakes this race, but I will try this time. Everyone can have a second chance, right? So let's see how this develops. The guy in the back has almost the same rhythm as me. I'm just a little faster. As I see here, it's like I remember having 1 second of difference with this guy, but then again here I made a little mistake here. I was not so fast in the exit of that corner again. It's very tricky because I know I shouldn't brake, but at the same time I have to lose some speed for making this, and I also don't want to touch the wall on the other side. So yeah, it's complicated. This corner this time I did pretty well for my standards. Sometimes I have to make it in third gear because I lose much more speed at what I want on the exit, but yeah, this time went well, and I have a distance that is fine for me. Actually, I can see the guy in front, the one in the first position. I can see it in the horizon, but we have only 2 laps to go, so yeah, it will be not possible to pass him. I'm not sure if this is the one on the first position. Let's see. At least for me on the back side, the guy on the back is kind of 1 second behind, so at least I can do my ideal racing line to get the best time. Okay, it looks like this guy is also one guy who we are going to lap, so yeah, no problem with this, just kind of distracting, but he's definitely not the one on the first position. Yeah, sometimes they have the same skin, the same kind of paint job that the other cars, because this is a feature that you can unlock by paying. I'm not paying extra for this feature, so I just get like random skins or paint jobs. So that guy in the front, now we can see him, and this is the one on the lead actually. So it's like 1 corner away from me. So now we are getting into the last lap. So I say to myself, okay, keep it clean, don't do stupid mistakes, and let's see what happened. So difficult corner always for me, still missing the apex, going too wide, and again, what a shame. In the last lap, now I get this guy again being very close to me, and yeah, he didn't make any mistake there, and for sure, here we come again. I see him in the rear view mirror, and now I see him in the radar. So for this case, I see he's taking the outside, and we'll try to make the best out of this, but I'm still not sure what should I do, if I try to keep the position or not. He's too far away on the front, so I try to keep it clean and just try to repass him in other corner in the future. So here we go side by side. This is very cool here, but it's like the last fight there we had a small touch. I didn't provoke that one, but at least I got the inside line for this corner, which makes me regain the position. But the race is still not over. He's there and he will fight it. Now I kind of go very defensive, and that's why I lose momentum on the exit on the corner. So it's always a balance, and I try to keep the inside line, but he already anticipated and he's there. So yeah, now let's see what happened. This is one of the last corners in which I can really make a move. So I went a little too wide. I did some this is that's a pity that he just crashed into me and he went out. So as you saw, he just crashed into me when I was sliding there, drifting, and he went out. So yeah, it's a pity that this race finished like this for him. Actually didn't finish like this. He went to the 4th place, and I could keep here the 2nd. And yeah, that's all. I had a really hard fight here with these guys. Yeah, and I'm racing also for Palestina racing team, so Palestine is always present. If I would have a skin, it would be reflected, but it's not the case. So yeah, let's see in the next race what happens. It was very fun. Bye.